When we multiply, we add the powers. 7 add 3 is 10. With brackets, we multiply the powers. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. Let's do the numbers first. So 20 over 4 is 5. Powers we subtract. 2 subtract 2 is nothing, so I don't even need to write any x's. And 6 subtract 2 is 4, so it's y to the power 4. To get e on its own, the opposite of add f is to subtract f. And the opposite of multiply by 3 is divide by 3. So e is h subtract f over 3. So we've got interest, so we're going to do 100% plus the other percent. Yeah, 20,000 rupees multiplied by our percent, which means over 100, and it's for 3 years, so we put it in brackets to the power 3. We get 20,913.5675. We want to go for the nearest whole number. It'll be 20,914. So from point A, Stanley walks 20 metres due east, that's to the right, to point B. And then he walks south, that's down, to point C. What's the length of A to C? So I've got a right angle triangle. Pythagoras tells me that x squared is 200 squared plus 160 squared. Opposite of squaring is square root. If I want to go for 3 sig fig, 1, 2, 3, it's followed by a 1, so nothing needs to happen. I just put 2, 5, 6. Start with the pentagon. So the interior angle in a pentagon, well, the total 5 subtract 2 times 180 is 540. Each of those divided by 5 to get each corner is 108. So that's 108. Do the same for the octagon, so 8 subtract 2 times 180 is 1080. Share that between its 8 angles is 135. So that angle is 135. So we can work out this angle that's left. So 108 plus 135 is 243. I've got a full circle, which is 360. Subtract that bit I know about, is 117. All these lengths are the same, otherwise they wouldn't fit together. So I've got an isosceles triangle. Angles in a triangle are 180. So if I subtract that top angle, gives me 63, and then share the answer between those two bottom angles, so 31.5. Right, if we reduce this to a triangle, this length here is the whole 24.3 subtract the 16, which is 8.3 centimetres. This distance is 12.5. I know this is 90 degrees, so I can work out this angle here. If I start at the angle, I go across to the opposite side. If I start at the right angle, I go across to the hypotenuse, and the other side is adjacent. So H has no friends, so it's O and A, which is TOA. I'm finding an angle, so I will want to do shift tan, and it's O over A. O is the 8.3 over the A, which is 12.5. So shift tan 8.3 divide, shift tan 8.3 over 12.5, which is 33.58, plus the 90 degrees gives me 123. If I want to do the rounding, 1 decimal place, there's the decimal points. I want to keep the 5, but it's followed by an 8, so that 5 is going to become a 6. 123.6.